VPN IPsec, for both version 1 and version 2. We will go over IKE version 1 in details, including a full step-by-step understanding of the ISA-CAMP protocol. The ISA-CAMP protocol is the component of IPsec that allows for the VPN endpoints to negotiate the VPN connection. It is the main component that allows secure communication over a public medium like the Internet. This class explains the IKE protocol and how does it use Diffie-Hellman exchanges to secure communication. IKE version 1 comes in two flavors, which are main mode and aggressive mode. This class will explain the difference between main mode and aggressive mode in details. It will go over what happens exactly during main mode and aggressive mode, including going over packet capture to show a real-life example. We will also explain in details the quick mode, which is phase 2, and what happens during the process of switching from ISA-CAMP to ASP or authentication header. Now, to understand how IPsec works, we have to understand how does the operating system trigger an IPsec connection. We will explain what is SPD, SAD and PAD. The operating system interacts with those three databases to trigger and maintain IPsec connections. With IPsec, you can use authentication headers or encapsulation security protocol. We will explain the difference between those two protocols and show a packet capture to showcase the differences. IPsec was developed over the course of the last 24 years, and as the technologies progressed, the IATF community created several extensions of the protocol. We will go over the different extensions that make ISA-CAMP work, including understanding dead peer detection, NAT discovery and traversal. Also, we will explain the XAuth extension, which allows users to authenticate to the VPN gateways using a wide variety of databases. We will go over an example with Strong Swan to showcase step-by-step explanation of the process. Now, as we put the foundation, we will get into deeper subjects, including how does PKI get used with IPsec. We will explain the certificates, the difference between public key infrastructure and self-signed certificates. We will go over the authentication process in details by reviewing a debug of the Strong Swan solution. This is the implementation of IPsec in Linux. After understanding the certificate authentication in IKE version 1, it will be time to talk about IKE version 2. IKE version 1 had a wide variety of issues. We will explain in details what is IKE version 2. We will go over the phases of IKE version 2 and understand the concepts of traffic selectors as well as child SA, and create child SA. We will understand how IKE version 2 generate keys. We will also go over IKE version 2 concepts, including message authentication code, and hashed message authentication code. With IKE version 2, you can authenticate using pre-shared keys, certificates, or using extensible authentication protocol. We will go over each of the authentication methods in details, explaining how each authentication happens. This includes understanding the finer details of the authentication process. We will then explain how NAT detection works in IKE version 2 in both tunneled and transport mode, going over what are notification messages and payloads. We will then understand IKE version 2 timers and what are the different lifetimes IKE version 2 allows. We also explain how PFS differs between version 1 and version 2. We will explain the mobile IKE extensions. Also, we will go over IKE version 2 concept of TFC padding and configuration payload. We will deep dive into how IPsec encrypt traffic using the different advanced encryption standard. We will explain counter mode, CCM, GCM and CBC modes of encryption using advanced encryption standard. This class has a lot of information. Most security engineers don't understand that level of details, which becomes an issue times come to troubleshoot. I would highly recommend you taking this class. It will be well worth your time. Hope to see you in class.